Do you have a trailer and you find yourself needing power to run something? Well, here shortly I want to show you a product that I came across that's going to be perfect if you're looking for something to power up your motorcycles, ATVs, or you need lighting or power tools, whatever you need. If you're parked somewhere and you need power, this product is going to be the one you need. Stay tuned and you'll find out. The AC port plug by NOCO, item number GCP1, 125 volt, 15 amp product. This is something you can plug in and put in your trailer to where you can plug an outlet to it to where you can run power inside your trailer, RV, or vehicle. It is a waterproof or water resistant product. Perfect to power just whatever you need to be inside of the vehicle. Instantly connect from outside to inside of your vehicle if it doesn't have any power. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I found out after installing my first one, and showing you what I think and my impressions, which my impressions are pretty good. Here we go. So here's what you get in the box for the product. It's a little difficult to get this thing open, but it's going to be worth it. So you're going to have, let's see here, get this open. My fingernails in here. So what you get in the box is the item itself, which and you will get a little baggie with 3 screws. Now this is going to be my first tip. With this product, you want to be very careful when screwing these into these holes. I made the mistake of accidentally drilling it too deep for when I was putting this in. So when you get the screw started, easily screw it in and slowly take your time and make sure you don't go through your floorboard or whatever if you're putting it on the floorboard, because you're going to end up doing like I do, and if you drill it too deep and it's going to pop right through. The floor is my wood on my floor is about a 1/2 inch, and let me show you real quick. So here's the piece. It's roughly about a 1/2 inch, give or take. So these screws are going to be thicker than this, but by the time you add this and that, it's still going to be a little much. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you my product that I already have installed. So with going through this, location, go inside, find your location where you want it. Before you do anything, go underneath and look for any extra beams or anything like that underneath the vehicle, because I assumed my beams were only going to be running one way, but with this trailer they're running multiple different directions, and I got lucky when I drilled my hole that it was in a good location. So first thing, well, I won't say first thing, but another tip is that multiple check yourself and find a location inside where you want it, eyeball it, get underneath, drill pre-holes in roughly the location where you want it, because you can make multiple holes, and if you got them right, you can actually drill them out and you won't know that they're there. So that's going to be another tip, is make sure you just pre-drill a hole and get it to where you want it, the location. So we're going to go underneath the truck now. I might not have any lighting under here, so we're going to show you. So there's the product, and like I said, I got boards running this way here, but I've also gotten boards going this way. And as you can see, this is going to have another one running. So you got one here, and you got one right here, and then you got one here, one here. So location is definitely key. So all I got to do is I can just try to use my, so all I got to do is I can just unplug this, and close it shut and go down the road. Then when I get to a campsite, or if I've got access to an outlet that I need to charge my stuff, then I can just take my extension cord, pop this open, and just plug that in. And it's also going to keep this from the weather, so that way rain and everything's not going to corrode or get into the power of this cord, to where before I was always having it outside and I had to find a way to keep it dry or keep something over top of it. So this way it's underneath the trailer and it's not going to get any elements whatsoever. So there you go, there's that. And I will open the tailgate and show you the inside so you can see what it looks like. So here's what the product looks like on the inside. And I want to disconnect my power battery tender. I can do this one-handed here. There we go. So here's the cord, and it's just good length. I mean, you don't need a very big one, you know. And like I said, two of my screws, they're right here, one here and one there. So that's what I'm saying, you need to be very careful. So I probably need to back these off, which will probably help that a little bit. But ease your, you know, try not to overdo it. But yeah, this is perfect if you got some bikes in the trailer and you need to hook them up to a battery tender, and instead of leaving your doors open and rain getting in or this and that, this is definitely an opportunity for you to get something like this. And you don't have to put it underneath the trailer. You can actually install it on the side if you got one that you can, you know, do something like that. So, and I didn't want to do that, so I wanted to put mine down here. And so I'm going to be installing 3 more of these in this trailer on all 4 corners, so that way I have an access no matter where I go. I have a way to connect and power this equipment that I have. There you go. So once you find your ideal location where you want to put it, you want to go underneath and you want to pre-drill your hole. And I'll show you why you want to pre-drill your hole. This is going to be an extra step to take to make it more clean and effective and professional looking, compared to just like I did on my last one, where I just eyeballed it and just got lucky and didn't hit anything. So this way it's going to prevent you from hitting anything. It's going to make it look cleaner. You're going to be it's going to be better. So let me get this door up and get underneath the trailer and I'll show you. I'm going to be putting the summer right in here, and hopefully I find a good place. Okay, so we are under the trailer. I am going to be roughly eyeballing where I'm wanting it. So I was about dead center on the other side. So we are going to pre-drill this hole. Make sure it's nice and clean. So this way, what we're going to do next is once we get the hole saw, we're going to do about half underneath, and then we're going to go on top, and we're going to drill half with the hole saw. This is going to prevent, hopefully, from this or on the top, from when you go through, it's not going to break or split and make it look crappy. So that's what I'm hoping that this is going to do, is by drilling this, you're also going to be able to find your perfect location. And like I said, if you're off a little bit, you can make the adjustments, and hopefully with your hole saw, you can cut it right out. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to go ahead and we're going to see where the hole is on the inside, see if that's where we want it. Then we're going to come back and we're going to drill half on top, half on bottom. You can do either or. You can do the bottom first, then the top, or vice versa. And hopefully by doing like a little bit here and a little bit on top, it's going to prevent splitting, hopefully. And I'll get back to you. So as you can see, I pre-drilled a little bit on the top, and I came underneath and drilled the rest. When I started drilling, I didn't go all the way through. As soon as it cracked, I kind of like stopped. So I stopped just in time. So I haven't looked at the top. So I'm pretty sure this worked perfectly. So when you go to do this, pre-drill your hole where you want it. Once you get the location where you want, then drill halfway up from the bottom or the top first, and then do the other half from the other side. So if you start from the top, then do the bottom, or you start from the bottom, do the top. This is going to help keep from when you break through, it'll keep this from splitting or cracking or whatsoever. Work perfectly. So here's a hole from the top, and as you can see, there's no splitting or cracking. It came out perfect. That is awesome. There you go, guys. I ran into the same issue. Went a little too tight, but I was trying to be easy and trying to get rid of that slack that was in that thing. So just see, like I said, I did it again here and here on these two screws, but it's not as bad as that other one. And I didn't show you me doing it because I needed two hands. And but yeah, all you had to do is slide this up 3 holes, and like I said, just take your time, get like the first screw started and somewhat through to hold it, and then do your other one. Now the one where it's got the pull out on the other side, you have to undo the plug, and then that's how you're gonna have to do that one. But there you go, simple, easy install, and a few tips to make it look a little clean. And like I said, you have to be pretty easy and gentle when you're doing those screws, because they will split your upper wood there. So unless you can find a way to use the same size screw and drill a hole when you put this in, drill the holes, and then you can put your screws and stuff down and put a bolt in it if you wanted to do that. But these are very, very small holes. So there you go. Have a good one. Mr. Maxidom1 out. Ride safe, be safe, have fun. I just got done my third one, second one to show you all. As you can see, this one turned out even better. I got one little screw sticking out, but that one I can just back that one off just a hair. But as you can see, it's not splitting as badly. Looks a little bit neater. Like I said, you have to ease those screws. There you go.